Okay, let's talk about Nicola Sturgeon again. Do you remember in the past when she used to get into trouble, she used to say, "Oh, I have a bad memory. I can't remember this or I can't remember that." And she's the queen of memory loss. Now she has a new line. She doesn't know anything about anything. She apparently, if you ask her something that she should know as party leader and first minister, she says, "Oh, I wasn't really aware. I wasn't told about this or that." This is the video about this. We're going to expose Nicola Sturgeon's lies. So she's basically right now denying the knowledge that the SNP lost 30,000 members. So we've already talked about how the SNP membership has massively collapsed over the years, and especially over the last year or so. And she, as party leader and first minister, she claims that she didn't know. But firstly, this is not the main part of the story. The next part, which I'm going to show you another clip, we're going to show you this clip first. The next one is even more important. It's about her relationship with her husband in her weird marriage. And there's a reason I say weird marriage. Let's go to her first defense.
But did you know or not, just to be clear?
No, I didn't.
Because
I wouldn't have been able to put a figure on the party.
So your husband over the breakfast table never said...
We don't... So every year we will download the number from our system for inclusion in our accounts. It's not something that every day somebody is checking what the membership number is. It fluctuates day on day, week on week. Sometimes it will be going up, sometimes it will be going down. But
I can assure you, despite the flaws of Keir Starmer and Rishi Sunak, if we have Rishi Sunak or Starmer right now sitting here, if I ask them, roughly how many members do you have, what's the latest update, they would know the number. Because that's just a normal thing, that they have meetings, the party board, and they give the latest update on the accounts of the party and membership numbers. It's just a normal thing in any organization. But no, she doesn't know anything about anything really. The next part of the interview is another interview. It's about the breaking news on this at the time on Sky was, Scotland's outgoing First Minister has told Sky News that she has not heard whether police want to interview her or her husband as part of the long-running investigation into SNP finances. That's another thing that she says, I didn't know anything about this, the money that we're missing. So she lives with Peter Morrell, her husband, who was until now the chief executive of the SNP, the boss of the SNP. She didn't know, in all those conversations when they have over dinner or like meetings, she wasn't told about the fall in membership. She wasn't told about the money missing situation, the £600,000 and there's more. She wasn't told about the police investigation, and even right now, she hasn't been told about the latest one.
Before I move on, there's also an ongoing police investigation to use of funds. We wouldn't expect you to comment on that, but there's a suggestion you and your husband will be interviewed. Have you heard anything on that?
No, but I am not going to comment on... I wouldn't comment on any ongoing police investigation, and I'm not going to comment on this one.
So you haven't heard, but it must have been put pressure on you and your husband. Hand on heart, did this play any part in your departure and your decision?
No, we're going through...
Oh, dear God. Okay, there is one thing to not comment on ongoing investigations in general in life. It's about the details of investigations you don't really get into, especially court cases. But you can still answer certain basic questions, whether you're being questioned or not, whether you're willing to give voluntary evidence to the police or any sort of investigator. The fact that she's dodging all those questions makes you think, what else is she hiding that she's been advised? Just say no to everything. Just avoid answering any questions. Pretend you've already either lost your memory or lost your sense of awareness or being told of the latest updates. Just pretend you've gone crazy. That's the best way. That's the best defense. This is the position of Nicola Sturgeon and Peter Morrell. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm Mahyar, Tousi, and we are the media.